You saw this video only on News Channel 5 last night at 11 o'clock. A street memorial for a Royal Palm Beach teenager ended with Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies using pepper spray and making one arrest. Bryan Valentin was killed Monday morning when deputies say he was speeding and lost control of his car. Late this afternoon, I asked Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw why the scene escalated. This is what Sheriff Bradshaw told me. Two deputies, he said, asked the crowd, about 100 people at one point, at least twice to clear the streets for everyone's safety, theirs and motorists. Bradshaw noted most were complying and moving to the sidewalk where he said they could continue their memorial. But he said one person became confrontational, taking a fighting stance, he said. PBSO deputies moved to make an arrest. Several others, the sheriff said, in the crowd became angry too. And Bradshaw said that is when deputies fired pepper balls into the ground. One arrest was made, no injuries. Sheriff Bradshaw told me, quote, all that was needed was to comply and then complain later if need be. And he added deputies did what they needed to do to protect themselves and motorists on a busy street. News Channel 5's Jason Hackett was the only reporter in Royal Palm Beach last night. He joins us live from the scene and the memorial tonight to show us how quickly things had changed. Jason.
And Michael, the evening started out calmly enough. At around 8 o'clock last night, about a handful of people gathered around that tree you see over there with the cards and the balloons gathered around it to remember their friend. But within a half hour, things went downhill. Our cameras were rolling as that crowd swelled to more than 100 people within minutes, according to PBSO. Deputies tried moving the crowd to the sidewalk, but PBSO says some became confrontational. Now, just minutes ago, we spoke to a childhood friend of the victim who was at the vigil last night. He admits there were a lot of people on the sidewalk and in the median, but he was critical of the way that deputies handled the situation.
They shouldn't be doing that because we're trying to pay respect to a member who was loved by a lot of people. We had over 70 people here just paying their respects, crying, and especially to try to arrest people and act violently towards the non-violent in front of the deceased mother. Coming from me, if I was his mother, I would have lost it even more.
Now, even up to a few minutes ago, people still coming up to place balloons and kneel in front of this vigil and pray. The crash is still under investigation. PBSO says it could take weeks or months before that crash report is complete. Live in Royal Palm Beach, Jason Hackett, WPTV News Channel 5.